Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Just recording a quick video for sellers out there, potential sellers thinking about selling, going to market in the next couple of months, in the next couple of weeks. I want you to listen to this message because I promise it will offer you some valuable information. The weather has been on and off, as most of you know. We've had a lot of rain, we've had a lot of thunderstorms here in Toronto. So if you're thinking about going to market, I've got a little bit of homework for you to do. The first thing I want you all to do and think about is creating a plan with your agent around what you're going to do. But the first things first, while the weather is crummy 1 or 2 days a week, and by crummy I mean like you're staying indoors, tackle some of the decluttering that you've been neglecting. Reason being, people are going to be coming through your home, and when it's on the market, we don't want to see all the stuff that's been left behind under the beds, in the closets, basically opening up and falling down on us when we're there. And a decluttered home shows much better in general than a house that's full of clutter and depersonalized. That's the first thing. I would tackle those on days that are rainy, not beautiful sunny days, since we don't seem to be having too many of those. If you don't know what to take out of your house, ask a friend. Ask a good friend who's going to be honest with you, or ask an agent or a stager to give you a hand and prepare a list that you can work through. I know for me it's really difficult to look at my own home and decide what goes first or what doesn't, or what's important versus what isn't important. But I know when you get another set of eyes in there, they tend to be very realistic and harsh sometimes and critical, which is what you need. You need honest advice when you're selling. You don't need people to sugarcoat things or convince you to leave stuff that you've had in the house for 30 or 40 years or even 10 years for that matter that you aren't using. That's just filling the space unnecessarily. So declutter is number one. After you declutter, I would say your best renovation, home improvement, whatever we want to call it, your best dollar to invest would be in some fresh coat of paint. So I know that the way we live and the way we sell our homes is two totally different things. If you've got children, or if you've lived in a home for many years and it hasn't been painted, I would really seriously consider talking to an agent or a painter and getting a professional opinion from someone you trust about whether your home needs to be painted. Inventory has been on the market a little bit longer than it had been back in the spring, so we see homes now on the market for a couple of months. And in speaking with someone yesterday, I was looking through photos of their relative's listing that's been on the market for a very long time, and the friend was asking me for candid advice, and I looked through it and the house didn't look freshly painted. I shouldn't say freshly. It had been freshly painted, but with really dated colors and color scheme, and so the house overall looked more dated than it was. Beautiful home, the bones of it are gorgeous, but not really showed off and showcased in the best way possible. The other thing is a lack of staging. So you can't just price a house where you think it's going to sell in this kind of a market where things are taking longer to sell and buyers are becoming more patient and critical. You need to make sure that your house is not only decluttered, freshly painted, it's also staged to show off the house in its best possible light. So if that means that you've got a sofa, love seat, and a huge armchair in a room that really shouldn't have more than a sofa and an accent chair, then hiring a stager is going to be able to say to you, these pieces need to go, and these are the things that need to come in. Smaller, sleeker pieces of furniture, maybe more modern looking, so that it sort of deceives you into thinking the house is more updated. Sometimes it is a bit of trickery with staging furniture. That's the beauty of staging. It draws the eye in, and the photos on MLS tend to look beautiful, and that's what brings buyers. 80% of the buyers normally come from the web, so it's how the house shows and how it photographs that matters. It's getting them in the door. The other thing is maintenance. I've seen a lot of beautifully staged homes in the last few months, and I pull up to them and I've seen the photos online, and I know it's going to present well, and I've got a client with me, but when I pull up to the house, they look neglected, or the grass is overgrown substantially so, or you come away noticing right away that the house is vacant and an absentee owner. Hire a gardener, hire a 14-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid, somebody in the neighborhood whose child is off for the summer looking for some money. Get somebody in to keep their eyes on your property, particularly if you are not living in the home. You want to have it look lived in. You don't want to have it look gorgeous once they walk in the door. We need to create that experience once we arrive at your property. So investing a few $100s even to have a gardener come in and clean up beds or throw out dead shrubs or flowers is a great way to enhance your curb appeal. It really does matter. The other thing is general maintenance. I get this question a lot when people are selling, either pre-sale, post-sale. It's really important that if you're selling your home, that your appliances are in good working order. Meaning, if your fridge has stopped working and you think that someone's not going to notice, they're going to notice. They go through your appliances on tours with buyers, and home inspections often reveal these things as well. If the washer and dryer, if one of them isn't working, flag it to your agent, be honest and upfront about it, and you can decide whether you're going to sell it as is. My recommendation almost always is to have those things repaired so you don't have to include as is, where is condition to a property, particularly if you're looking for top dollar. Buyers of all price points and categories expect to walk into their home with appliances in working condition, and it's not worth the fight later to argue over what appliance is working or isn't working and whether the fridge actually keeps food cold or the freezer has stopped working or not. So take a look at the furnace, take a look at the AC, take a look at the appliances in the home, and make sure that everything is in good working order, because if you were the buyer, you were my buyer, we would expect it, we would ask for it to be in good condition, and so the same should be returned to prospective buyer, unless you've told your agent that you're selling it as is condition. So again, guys, it's no brainer, it's no rocket science, but I feel the need to stress the decluttering, the painting, the maintenance, the general home repair, and the staging part of it is critical to your success. And all of these things put together will then help your agent establish a price that's right for you, because I don't think we can just price specific to this market. It's changing constantly. What you have to do is compare how your home shows up against all the others, what sold recently, where the market is headed, and decide how long you want to be on the market. Are you comfortable sitting on the market for a couple of months waiting to get a buyer through the door, or do you want a period of showings that's short and a marketing campaign that's aggressive to get you top dollar? Be happy to help you if you're thinking about selling and this is overwhelming for you. Please do call us, do drop us a line, PM us, whatever you'd like. 647-383-7653. That's my direct line. I'd be happy to talk to you. No situation is the same. I've had hundreds of homes I've sold now, and I never encountered two scenarios that are identical, whether it's the seller's situation or the buyer's situation or the home itself. It's a rarity. So you need a custom solution that's going to work for you. You need timing and a schedule that's going to work for you. And I'm losing this here, guys. So have a super day. Make it a beautiful one. Bye.